What's up, everyone? Welcome back to CloverPit. It is time to spin the wheel. This wheel decides what memory card we're going to be playing in today's video. Please give me a fun one. Come on. I think that's just on to Let's Go Gambling. I can't sure. I'm going to take a peer at my second monitor. I can't tell what that's on. I'm going to say Let's Go Gambling. Right, what is Let's Go Gambling? Please tell me that is a fun one. Here we go. It is, for the rest of the run, whenever a deadline ends, 50% chance to discard all charms in all draws or apply a random trait. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's flip the coin. Heads is hard mode. Tails is normal. We're playing normal mode today, everybody. It's time to lock in. Okay, so anything we leave in a draw can get destroyed. Holy moly. I love this start. I want all of these charms, but we should be sensible. So we're going to start with Toy Train and Fake Coin, and then I really want both of those, which we can afford if we play all 3 rounds, or do really well in 2 rounds. We'll see. Let's equip all of our corpse pieces. Why did bro not knock on the door? Anyway, cool. So I don't want to restock the shop. I'm happy with what is in our current shop. You just need to be able to afford it. Let's play. I'm hoping these two together can give me a lot of luck and potentially score me some patterns. Fake coins activating an awful lot. Well, there's 39 coins already. Wow. Mate, fake coin is activated like 4 times already. What's going on? I'm loving it. Like, carry on, fake coin. I love fake coin, bro. Okay. That's nice. Come on. Any more patterns? Oh, 61 coins in our first round. What this means, this is quite exciting. First of all, let's deposit it all, just in case I make a mistake. We buy the skull. Okay. Now what we're going to do next is, see, I could pay this and get ourselves 8 tickets, but I think finding this quite early is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and play 3 spins, which will earn us 2 tickets. We'll buy property certificate, and then I'll have 4 tickets as a reward opposed to 8, which that is the downside, but I'm quite happy to get property certificate this early, even though I don't even need it right now. I think just having it early is a very good thing to have. Okay, let's buy it. Now let's pay. So we get 4 tickets as a reward. Hopefully we can find ourselves... Oh my god, there's an Abyssu and a cardboard house. This is incredible. All there needs to be now is a megaphone and a baratrum in these doors. Drawers, sorry, not doors. Oh, I quite like that, actually, pattern multiplier. Okay. Let's see what the phone is offering. I don't have the baratrum. The 7s manifest more often is kind of tempting. I was going to go golden cherries, but we did a cherry build yesterday. I have to equip the Necronomicon because we've got nothing else to increase our value. So now we've got a ×3 pattern multiplier. I don't know if I'm going to score many treasures, diamonds, or 7s. And then D20, I think I just sell this, right? So I can afford the Abyssu, which does give me speculative, but I don't really need interest right now. And then we buy cardboard house, and then we sell the Abyssu. So now I've got 11 charm slots already, which is the most we can get until I get the megaphone and the baratrum to get 4 more charm slots from this phone. Right. What on earth? That's my build currently. We need a lot more than that to be able to help us. I'm debating this phone choice. Do I want to go 7 manifestation? Is that something I want to do today? I could... Let's do it. Let's just do it. That takes us up to 17.3%. Okay. Now, it's going to cost me 14 to spin. I kind of want to restock the shop. Every time I see a clover field, a dark lotus appears shortly after, so I think we should buy this. But we should probably see how well our rounds go first. Because we haven't really improved anything. All we've done is added a pattern multiplier. This, I don't think this will hardly activate, but it has a chance, and we're going for 7, so maybe it's worth keeping for a while. We'll find out. Okay. Fake coin, thank you very much. Extra spin. I'm seeing a lot of 7s, just not really in formation. Never mind. And we got an extra spin. Thank you, fake coin. Oh my god. I think I'm falling in love. Oh my god. I think I'm falling in love with fake coin. I know that was Toy Train that did the jackpot, but it came from the extra spin. Let's be real. Okay, wow. So we're going to be able to buy. Oh, what was it I was saving up for? I was saving up for something nice. What was it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Cloverfield. Right. Now, I think the next time that I roll that shop, there's going to be... Okay, maybe not. I think I might buy Horseshoe, even though I can't afford it, because Horseshoe would make that activate even more, which I would love. And we've got a lot of charm spaces to fill up right now. I mean, that is a good thing to have as well. I can't afford both, which is the problem here. Also, that would be quite good because we could get into Sacred Mode, but I might leave that till later on. Okay, well, I think I should get Horseshoe. But I also think we've got 8 tickets. Like, we should just pay. We'll find that later on. Yeah. Let's do that. We've already taken our option. Yeah, cool. I'm happy with that. Although, yeah, no. Let's just do it. Let's pay. So now it's an evil phone. So all we want to do is pick up the phone and ignore it. That's step 1 towards Sacred. I don't think I want any of these. Let's have a look what's in the drawers. Ancient coin. I actually might take that for a bit. That is the same as fake coin, except I can activate it. We've got another Abyssu, which does give me a symbol multiplier, so I'll put that on there for now. I don't want Channeler of Fortune. I don't want stones, so we'll throw those ones away. Okay, I mean, every 7 spins plus 7 luck grants plus 7 luck for the last spin of the round. So those 2 together would probably get me a jackpot, so I'll add those for now. That's a Raging Capitalist, so I need that guy. I need ticket modifiers. He would have been good to get before I bought everything else. I don't want that yet. Okay, we're not going to be able to afford a evil deal. What am I looking for here? Every 7 spins, patterns will repeat 1 more time. So that would actually be kind of nice with what we've got, but obviously we don't want to remove anything right now. Everything is kind of doing its job, but that would then allow me to get 7 luck for the last spin, so that's 14 luck, and then that would repeat it. So that's pretty much a jackpot guaranteed, right? It's one luck short, and then that would repeat that. So that would get me a lot of coins, which is important, but then what does it replace? I can't see anything for it to replace. I think everything there is pretty good, although we'll throw away Ancient Coin. I know I just bought it, but yeah. Okay, and that's not going to be like that for long. I think that's just for now. Obviously, there's better things I can get. I should probably stop rolling so much. All patterns will activate in additional time. That, to me, is a really good thing. I can't afford it, though. Right, let's just play around. Let's donate what we've got. Sorry, deposit what we've got. It's 28 to spin. And we need a Dark Lotus still if I'm going to keep Cloverfield. If I'm going to go ticket modifiers, then we need, like, CloverPit and the wallet and everything like that. There's almost a 666. There's a good amount of diamonds in there, though, with some chain modifiers as well, which we love to see. It's the 7th spin that I'm interested in. See if it's worthwhile adding all of those things. Oh, they've activated a spin early. Because I guess fake coin, yeah. Okay, that's not going to work then with fake coin, is it really? So that gives me hope we can just get rid of all of those charms to add better charms. I'm really tempted by Jimbo. Like, I'm really tempted by Jimbo. It does increase the 666 chance, but that's not a bad thing. It gives us a symbol multiplier, and it's all patterns and additional time. I think that's a huge thing. I think, yeah, goodbye rotated Hamza, and then we'll buy Jimbo, and then we'll just pay this now and go to the next round, see what we get in the draws, all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that. I want 7 pictures, just to be clear, but I'm going to have to sell something. That's only worth 1. That's only worth 1. I mean, I do want to sell both of those. I'd have to play another round, wouldn't I? There are some things that are going to be pretty valuable. I think let's play another round. Let's play 3 spins here. Okay. We might not need to sell anything. Let me look at the ticket modifiers. No, we are going to have to sell something. I would quite like to sell both of the discs because they're just not really that useful to me, are they? They're also worth 2 now. Let's get 7 picture on board, and then I'm going to restock a little bit more. That's going to be good for later on when I'm scoring a lot of 7s. Do I want to get that right now? It could replace that, couldn't it, for now? Okay. Dear Diary, I mean, pattern multiplier, an extra option at the telephone. Does sound good to me. Abyssu, I mean, I don't know how to use Abyssu right now because we need to use it with something. It's a doesn't take space charm we need to use it with, but there's not that many good ones left. Maybe the one that gives us one more round later on. The problem is we put it in that drawer. There's a 50% chance it gets deleted. So I don't really want to put anything in the drawer. I don't want to get rid of fake coin. Don't think I'm ready to get rid of toy train yet. Do you think we're scoring enough patterns to get rid of toy train? I think this is a good thing. It's going to help me find more 7 manifestations at the phone. We just need the space. So what makes way for it? That's got to stay because it's actually given us chain modifiers. It's actually given us pattern value. So that's staying. I mean, this is the only thing I've just added. I don't think we're ready for this, to be honest. So yeah, you know what? Let's just... My bad. I can't afford Dear Diary. We're going to have to play another round. It's fine by me. Maybe not fine by everybody else. I don't want to activate 7 picture. We'll save that for the next deadline. We've rolled a 666, which I don't think is a bad thing because it's going to give us another evil phone, which we can just ignore to get closer to sacred mode. But I'm okay with that. Okay, that's going to give me 2 tickets. We can buy the diary. So it is going to be another evil phone next round, which, okay. I mean, it kind of makes the diary pointless for right now, but let's see what we got going on in the drawers. Well, evil deal has to be equipped. There's no question about it. I'm not doing a Baphomet build. It's been a while since I've done a Baphomet build, but I'm not doing one today. Right, what is evil deal going to replace? Evil deal will double my pattern multiplier and my 666 chance. So I'm actually tempted to get rid of this. I think that's the smartest thing to do. It keeps our pattern multiplier at the same for now, which is fine. It could have doubled it and gone to 8, but I think that's fine because it also doubles our 666 chance, and this gives us a 1.5. So it would have increased our 666 chance by 7.5%, which is not something that we really want to do. Okay, we look at the phone. It's evil. We ignore the phone. We can afford to... I need nuclear button because we've got 7 picture. What is that going to replace? Oh my god. The Abyssu, I think, honestly. But I might just put it in the drawer for now until we find a decent thing to use with it. So nuclear button has been bought. I'm happy with that. Can we find anything to use Abyssu with? Honestly, we'll use it with this. It will just get me an extra 4 tickets, which I'm happy with. So let's do that now. Yes, we take that. It gives me 4 tickets. Then we sell Abyssu. And it gives me another 4 tickets. Plus the 5 tickets it was worth thanks to Cloverfield. Then we'll re-equip the nuclear button. Okay, cool. I don't care for any of those things. That could be good later on, but not right now. I don't care about getting... Yeah, I don't want to waste 2 tickets on whatever it was. I do need to buy charms. Raise the 7 by its base value permanently every time 7 lucky charms trigger during 1 round. Well, surely that's going to activate, which is going to activate that twice. That's 3 times. That's going to be 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I think we add that. Ace of spades, or at least buy it, but then it would increase the value of 7s, which is something I need to do, but once again, there is not room for that. Is it time to get rid of toy train? I think it might be. I've got to take nuclear button off to make the room to put the... Yeah, okay. I'm very quickly just going to... Ah, there's a Barathrum. We have to buy the Barathrum. The problem here is if that's going to go in the drawer, there's a chance it gets deleted, but we'll see. That is the memory card we're playing, isn't it? I'm kind of losing my mind. Yeah, 50% chance to lose everything. If I could find a megaphone right now, like real early, that would be good. Okay, well, I'm going to buy Clover Voucher again. I'm then going to buy Lost Briefcase again. Let's put all the money in here to be safe. I can pay this early to get us a lot of tickets. But I can afford to restock this a few times. We want CloverPit because that is going to give us a symbol multiplier based on the tickets we own, and it's obsessive. So it may be worth getting rid of this now, because if I'm not going to have Dark Lotus, which it doesn't appear to, then we should fully start diving into our... Yeah. Now, if this costs me 5 tickets, it gives me an extra round. If I skip a round, I get 4 tickets. That 4 tickets is doubled by Evil Deal, so that should go up to 32 if I buy this. There we go. Stonks. probably don't want to re-roll anymore. I can't afford to re-roll anymore. Okay, we want to apply nuclear button, and we want to hope that we don't lose the Balatron, because that's quite a rare thing to find, believe it or not. Let's go. Let's pay our debt. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. We're going to get 32 tickets in return, which is nice. The Balatron is still there. All we need now is a megaphone to go with it. We're not using magical tomato today. We saw that one yesterday. Just to keep those drawers a little bit full. Triple the value of 7. I don't think that's a worthwhile thing. Okay, we're going to restock this. We've got another Abyssu, which I do kind of want to buy just for the sake of buying it. I also quite like the idea of the pattern multiplier. We just haven't got the room for a lot of things right now. Like, we're going to have to lose fake coin at some point, aren't we? Let's be real with ourselves. We're going to have to add something. Oh, let's commit. Let's yeah, fake coin. Put nuclear button back in the drawer. I think I buy. Hang on, let's get rid of cherry picture. Let's buy Abyssu. Right, let's put that in the drawer for now, just in case we find a charm we can use that with. I think we buy the collector and we keep it on the board. I'm just going to restock while I've got full drawers. It's 50. I can afford to restock this once. Okay, not really what I was looking for. So let's put the nuclear button back on. We'll keep these drawers full for a minute or two. I'm going to have to re-roll this. And again. This is where all my tickets go. Okay, I could add the obsessive trait once or twice if we use the Balatron. Do we think we're going to be lucky enough to see the Balatron to find it again? I think I might just add a Balatron. Oh, do I want to use the Balatron? If I use the Balatron, I can make 2 things obsessive. Which would also give us +4 pattern multiplier from the collector. So that's one use of the Balatron. Or do I risk it and see if it gets deleted at the end of the round? Yeah, I don't know either. Okay, let's play around first, because we need some money. That's the key part here. We need to make like 13,000. We're going to activate 7 picture twice. Okay, that puts up to 42.1%. Hopefully we see some 7s. We're seeing 7s, but they're in no formation. That's better. That's very nice. That's 80,000 coins. I did not expect to get that much, purely because our value of 7 is currently 7. But I guess the multipliers, the times 30 multiplier, the times 10 multiplier, and all of the pattern values are doing wonderful things. Okay, that's a lot of tickets as well. So we've earned our tickets back, so I don't need to feel too bad about re-rolling the shop now. So I think we re-roll the shop and try and find something to do with 7s. And then, yeah, I think I'll use the Balatron on it as well. I don't want to risk losing the Balatron by keeping it in the drawer. So I'd rather we use it now. We'll get 7 manifestation +2, and it is what it is, isn't it? Let's do it. 7s manifest more often, yes. Then we get rid of the Balatron and it happens again. Okay, didn't go up that much, did it? It will when, yeah, maybe we'll see it after this. Let's re-equip the nuclear button. The Abyssu is something that I wanted to try and use. Let's see if we can find something that doesn't take space that is also kind of useful to me. Token modifier for 7s. I don't think I want that, to be honest. Okay, all of these take space. That could be quite good with a nuclear button. It could increase our pattern multiplier quite a lot, couldn't it? But what would it replace? What is currently giving us pattern multiplier? The collector, which is doing well, to be fair. I'll keep you around for a bit longer. CloverPit I need. It's giving me a symbol multiplier. This is giving me a +5 multiplier, and that all patterns will trigger an additional time. That's important. That's giving me chain modifier. That's giving me ticket modifier. That's almost maxed out as well at 25%. This is increasing the permanent value of 7. It hasn't activated once, so I'm going to get rid of Ace of Spades. We're going to put nuclear button in the drawer, and I'm going to buy the cross for now. I don't mind that. Okay. There's got to be something I can use Abyssu on, but none of these things are good. Golden 7s would increase the value of 7s. Okay, so where do I put that though? I'd have to get rid of the diary, which I don't really want to do, but it kind of makes sense too, right? Like, we can just re-roll the shop now. I have to keep taking this off every time. Okay, and then that won't be a permanent charm because it's just going to help out for now. That would get me like 8 grand. It's not worth using the Abyssu on it. Same for fortune cookie. What would I use it on? I'd probably use it on the magic tape if I found it, but yeah, okay, maybe we just leave it. I mean, that, I suppose I'll use it on that to get myself 8 tickets instead of 4. It just, there's nothing else to really use Abyssu on after we've got Cardboard House. So that gets me some tickets, and then I discard this, and that gets me some more. That's up to 21%, which is nice. Okay, cool. Let's pay our debt. I'm happy with that. We've got ourselves a lot of tickets. Let's check the drawers. What we are after is a megaphone at all times. Pentacle actually would get me a lot of symbol multipliers because we've got Obsessive and Jimbo that makes every pattern repeat themselves. I don't want it long term. I prefer CloverPit long term if I can improve my ticket earning capabilities. Well, we'll buy. No, we don't need to buy a briefcase. That's a waste of money. I don't want to buy Swole Cat just yet. I mean, music tape makes sense because I'm just getting more tickets back than what I put in. It's a good return on investment. I am spending a lot of things here, I'm aware, but I'm just looking for anything that can help me out. What's going to be a fun thing to add? Lost Wallet is actually crucial, isn't it? That's +1 pattern multiplier for every 15 tickets I own. I think I replace the collector with that, honestly. I mean, actually, I would probably replace the cross with it, because the cross I need to actually play and activate it, and it would go at once every 2 times. Yeah. Oh, is there anything else I can get rid of? I think that is good at scaling, but I honestly think right now the cross, we get rid of the cross. I think we put you in the drawer. Oh, I haven't got room in the drawer. Hang on. We'll put you in the drawer. Okay, we'll add Lost Wallet. That's a good thing for you know, late game. I will re-equip the nuclear button. I'm just gonna have a quick look through. I don't really need a Virago is the thing. Like another Abyssu. I'm not gonna keep buying Abyssus at this point. We've got nothing to do with them. Token modifier for a 7 does just kind of feel like a waste because we're not earning massive interest. I'm thinking, do we even want this anymore if we're going to be relying on that going forward? So we could add it just as a modifier for now, you know. Okay, let's re-equip nuclear button. Let's throw away everything else because we want this to fill up with charms. All we're really looking for at this point is a megaphone. I can triple the value of a 7 here. I don't think that's worthwhile. I honestly think manifestation is more important. But we could re-roll a lot, couldn't we, trying to find that? So we need to be careful that we don't go too far. I've gone too far. And I can't stop. I'm just going to add a pattern multiplier thing. So I've just wasted loads of tickets doing that. Okay, let's not play any rounds and let's get our 32 tickets back. Maybe I shouldn't have worried too much because we're going to get all the tickets back anyway. Right, we pay our debt. Excellent. Okay. So this, we guaranteed another evil phone call here. So we'll skip that and that will be number 2. Number 3, actually. That's quite good. Okay, we want a megaphone. That's the main thing we want. We've got a clover bell. We've got a cherry picture. We've got a number 2 and a dynamo, which I keep getting. I'm going to restock this a few times, I think, to be honest. We've got to play to earn our money anyway, so I may as well have a look. Okay, that would be really good at some point. We haven't got eye jar. I deleted it. Maybe once I get the extra charm slots, I'd happily add something like that. Okay, well, that's all my re-rolling done. We're ignoring the phone, aren't we, because it's evil? Yeah, let's just go play around then. 7 spins. Do I really want to activate 7 picture? Yeah, why not? Activate it twice as well. Okay. We need to earn tickets. That's the important part. I'm not seeing many ticket modifiers on our 7s. I'm seeing chains, I'm seeing goldens, and I'm seeing tokens. Fair, it won't do some harm to earn some golden 7s. That's all bells, though. There's a ticket modifier there, at least. Is there a charm that gives us ticket modifiers for the 7? I'll have to have a look on the computer real quick, I think. Because that's going to be useful if there is. So we'll have 2 ticket modifiers, which I think is needed if we're going to go CloverPit Lost Wallet like we're planning. Let's have a look. How would I even go about finding it? It's going to be like a shoe, isn't it? One of those ones. It's going to be... Where are they? It's going to be something like this, isn't it? So it's going to be... It's the top hat. Okay, we've got to find the tuba hat. We can find that. We can find that. Let's, do I want that to try and force myself into sacred mode? Honestly, no. Show me the tuba hat. Okay, we'll always buy a Clover voucher, of course. I don't already have the tuba hat, no. Okay, and it's not in the drawer. It's all pretty... I'm keeping these in the drawers while I re-roll, just so they don't show up in the shop. It gives me a better chance of finding what I want. We may as well spend 2 tickets on that, sure. I don't think the game wants to give me the tuba hat. Okay, I'm still not ready for iJar, to be honest, so... They're going to keep letting me buy... There it is. There's the tuba hat. Right, what does the tuba hat replace, my friends? Is it already time to get rid of the golden 7? Are we going to purely rely on tickets? Are we going to forget about token modifiers? I think we are. I think that's the personal strat. I need to make some space in the drawer real quick. So put that in the drawer and then apply tuba hat and then reapply. Okay, cool. I think I'm happy to pay now. Yeah, well, let's get rid of everything out of the drawer first so the skull can spawn some charms. So we are still looking for a megaphone. Spend a little bit more money in here while it's cheap, I guess. A few more tickets. We can get tickets back really easily. There we go. Now, here's the big issue, is I've got to put that in the drawer. Yes, I know. I've actually got to put it in the drawer. We need to Virago onto the build. What would I rather lose? I think I'd rather keep the megaphone over the nuclear button, right? So I think we keep the nuclear button in the drawer and we'll just see if we lose it. I think it's a very high chance we are going to lose it, but... Okay, what did I lose? One more 666 and we guarantee ourselves... Oh, no. We lost the nuclear button. Okay, honestly, kind of expected. But we now have the megaphone. So we want to re-roll this for something to do with 7s. I could take charm space if we find a Barathrum. Oh my god, we found a Barathrum. Right. I need to make space for this to work. This is really good. This is best case scenario right now. So we want to take that off the board. Buy the Barathrum. Put something else in there for a second. So we'll just put you in there. Get the megaphone back on the board. So I can now repeat this 4 times, meaning we will increase our charm space by 4 permanently. Here we go. That's 1 and 2, and then we get rid of the Barathrum, and that's 3, and then 4. Of course, because I take that off, and then there we go. Right, we've got a lot of space now. I need a Virago to Virago. I'm going to have both nuclear button and megaphone on the table, I think. We're going to want iJar, so we'll buy that. We obviously need the Pareidolia, which I'm hoping we'll find by re-rolling. Swolcat, I'd love you, but I don't think I want you right now, which is kind of a sad thing, isn't it? There's Pareidolia, we want that. Okay. We need to find a Virago, which is going to be quite a tricky one. I don't want that anymore, and I also don't want Cloverfield. We've got Tuba Hat. Okay, we've got a lot of things that we actually do want. I'll always buy that because it just gives me more tickets back. I think that's a really good thing to have later on in the run, so I might actually add that for once. Very Big Mushroom. I also think that's going to be something that I'm going to want. Okay, and then we need a Virago. That's the only thing we need now, because I'm going to put Megaphone on. I want a Virago something first. I'm just not sure. Oh, we need Virago and we need Nuclear Button, actually, looking at it. That's a Virago, so I will buy that. All we need now is nuclear button, which I am aware I did just get rid of. We've also got a Balatro, which we know I can use. Oh, God. Okay. You know what? I think we're going to get rid of Golden 7 because I'm going to be using something else. Let's get rid of Golden 7, right? Let's get the Balatro on the board. The only thing not on the board is the megaphone. So I think we put something that is not super valuable to the board in there, which I think is D6. And then we'll put the megaphone on the board so they're safe. So the next phone call, I can use another megaphone Balatro, which is perfect. But realistically, I want to use that on a sacred phone call. So we need to roll a 999 or a 666, sorry. I don't want the cross. And I don't really want scratch and hope because I'm going to rely on other means. So it's a D6 in there, which I'm happy for it to be in there for now because I want to keep everything else safe. But I could... Oh, let's just pay the amount and get all of our money, right? So we did lose D6. I'm fine with that. I don't want to pick up that key until I get it sacred, which I'm hoping we're going to score a 666 soon. Okay, what am I hoping for in a restock? Honestly, nothing. I don't want to use the Balatro on one of these. I want to use it on... I'm hoping to find 7 manifestation, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm re-rolling everything. I've re-rolled too far. We will just triple the value of the 7, but I'm not going to waste... Oh, there. I was like, where's the Balatro? I'm not going to waste the Balatro on it. So I can activate this call, fine. I can activate this call, fine, not a problem. And as long as I don't discard the Balatro, we won't use it. So we'll triple the value at the 7, which happens twice. Very nice. Okay, cool. We will discard of what's in here. How much is it to roll? I can afford to restock this once. Yeah, all we want right now is a nuclear button and the build is ready to go, my friends. We will discard these draws. We're going to have to play some rounds now to earn some money as well. We're hoping to score a 666, aren't we, as well? Which we've got a decent chance at, I think. What have we got? 6% chance, so we need to roll one of those. Okay, how did we already score an eyeball pattern? Oh my god, very big mushroom. I mean, I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. This is a lot of money. Another eyeball patterns. Every time we get an exact eyeball pattern, it will double the value, won't it? It wasn't an exact eyeball pattern because there was a cherry in the top right. It's got to be an eyeball pattern and no other pattern. I mean, I don't mind. Look at the money we're making, you know? We're in a good place. Just really need to find that nuclear button one last time so I can Virago it onto the board. Okay. Well, let's pay up to this and then we'll start re-rolling with all of our excess money. It's not a bad idea to save some money, but we don't need to save any yet. We've got a lot of money. There it is. Okay. So, we're going to take off the megaphone. We're going to put on the nuclear button. We are then going to discard the nuclear button, right? So that then goes into Virago. So that holds nuclear button, right? We then want to re-equip the megaphone. Oh, we need to replace the Balatro as well because that's not a permanent thing. We need to replace that, but we need a sacred phone call in order to do it. Right, we need to find the cell phone real quick. I say real quick like it's going to be quite an easy find. I can imagine it's not going to be an easy find. I'll always buy those. Where are you, cell phone? Should we spend some cigarettes searching for it? Only thing with cigarettes is that we kind of lose a spot in the shop. Okay, I'll do one last cigarette search, then we'll go back to money. I need a guaranteed... I need to get into sacred mode to use that Balatro. Otherwise, we're just going to have to leave the Virago on the board for a bit, I think. Until I do get into Sacred mode. Right. I'm starting to spend a lot of money trying to find this thing. That's it. Okay. Well, we didn't find it, but I spent a lot of money re-rolling, so that's fine. I just want to... I'm probably going to play the remaining rounds here to try and get a 666, because then I can use the Barathrum on the option that I want, and then we can get rid of it forever. And then I can Virago everything onto the board. And then we can start adding Sacred Charms using the Megaphone and all that kind of good stuff. Okay, no 666 scene. We've got one more round, luckily. I like how I just like earn a ton of our money back, so I could go and re-roll again, which is what I will do, right? Because I'm planning on finding a 666. Afford one more re-roll. Not there. Okay, let's go again. Our interest can pay that if I do run out of money completely, but 6% chance. This is one. Oh, we were close. It felt like one. We were 1-6 away. Come on. I mean, that's not a bad pattern to earn. Don't get me wrong. It's a lot of money, but I'm trying to get this build perfect. I mean, this is nice money being earned, don't get me wrong. We've got 5 bill, please, please. Oh, I've got 667. I don't want 667, I want 666. Okay, well, we have got one more round because I bought the special tape, so I will indeed. I could add more rounds if I could add another round if I wanted to put a weird clock on the board, which I don't really want to do. We'll just find a 666 later on. I'll buy that just to get me some tickets back. Why not? Oh, I do get more tickets from playing now, don't I? We've got 2 more rounds. You know what that means? I'm so desperately trying to force a Sacred Call. Otherwise, the Barathram's just got to sit on our table. You know, I can't finish the table of charms until the Barathram goes. It's taking up a space. And I want to use it on things that it's actually good to use it on. Like patterns repeat themselves one more time on the Sacred Phone Call. Okay, luckily we've got another round, so we can play again. Interest pays for that, that's fine. We want to... Still no cell phone. Okay, last round then. I mean, we get more tickets from playing in the rounds, don't we? You know? So it's worth playing the rounds anyway. I'm getting a lot of tickets, which is scaling my multipliers, thanks to Lost Wallet and CloverPit. And we've earned more money than ever as well, so we can just carry this through to the next round to re-roll the shop with 100 million times. That's an actual eyeball pattern, so all patterns double. Thank you, Paradolia. This is a really good run, but I'm concerned if we don't find a 666 soon, or the evil cell phone soon, then we're going to kind of be halted. Right, anyway, let's pay our debt. Still not picking up the key because it's not sacred yet. Right. This is just a normal phone call, so once again, I don't really want to use the Barathrum on here. I'd happily take a 7 manifestation if it wants to show itself. I've just spent all of our tickets trying to find a 7 manifestation and did not find it once. Where is this cell phone? Where is it? Where is it? Right, well, I can obviously afford to pay this, but we are going to play all of our rounds, because not only do I need tickets, because my multipliers are back to the base value, I also need 666 still. So, luckily I can refresh this quite a lot of times, because it's cheap again. If not, I'm just going to have to add things that increase my 666 chance. But usually the cell phone is quite an easy thing to find. I shouldn't spend tickets on that this time because I don't have many tickets left. There it is. Right, okay. So what's going in the drawer? First of all, let's empty the drawer. So I kind of want to play all 3 rounds in order to get my money back, so I don't really need to equip this immediately. But what I will do is I will put that in there for a second. We will then buy cell phone. Now I need to not discard of any charms because Virago has... It will replace the nuclear button in Virago. What I do want to do here is I want to find tickets. Okay, so before I press the 666, or no, I need tickets to re-roll as well. It's very important. Okay, so I'm not going to press the 7 picture, even though that will get me the tickets that I need, I suppose. So I probably should. Okay, what have I done? I honestly say we just do it now. Let's just get it over and done with. Let's get into sacred mode. Let's hope that we can find the thing that we're looking for. Let's hope that we can find the thing that we're looking for in the phone. That's all I'm going to say, because otherwise we're doomed. So I can't afford to re-roll it because I don't have as many tickets as I would like. Oh no, it's not there. Oh, okay, let's sell some things. Hopefully get some... Oh my god, I left the megaphone in the drawer. Oh my god, we're so lucky that didn't get killed. Good lord. That could have been disastrous. I don't actually want to add any of these things, do I? No. Right, we want to find all patterns repeat themselves. Oh, okay, we're going to have to use the power of this to find us what we need. I don't want to activate that, although it will give me a 999, so I'll use that later on to double my money perhaps. But we need ticket modifiers, and I need to activate 7 picture, but it's not charged until next round. This has turned into quite a calamity of a run, hasn't it? How much is it? I need 180 million. Oh, we're not going to do that without 7 picture. Let's activate it now. Why not? It's sacred mode, so it just doubles what we've earned, so that's not too bad. Okay. Is that enough tickets to restock the phone? It is. Come on. God damn it. It's still not what we need. Right, let's deposit all of this. We can now activate 7 picture, which is good. We obviously do not have the nuclear button on the table yet, so that is a bad side of things, but... So we're not going to score as many 7s as I wished, but there is some with some ticket modifiers. That's what I like to see. Keep showing me those patterns, please. Nice. Oh, that's almost an eyeball, but the clover in the middle ruined it. It's got to be an eyeball pattern on its own. Can't score any other patterns in that same spin. Yeah. Okay, we've got 30 tickets. I hope this is enough. If not, we'll play another round. We can obviously... Oh, actually, we can't quite afford to pay it yet. We're very close, though. Right, come on. Please let me re-roll and find it. There it is. Patterns activate 1 more time permanently. So we've got the Balatron. So the Virago needs to go in the drawer here. Because when I discard the Balatron, it would go into the Virago, which is not what we want. So we then put on the... So we've got the Balatron, we've got the megaphone. We take this option. So that happens twice because of the megaphone. Excellent. So patterns now repeat 2 more times. And then we get rid of the Balatron. And now patterns repeat a further 2 more times. Excellent. We then want to put that in the drawer. And then we want to put 1 more charm on before... Oh my god, I want to put 1 more charm on the board before I Virago the nuclear button. Okay, well, we're going to need money in order to do that. Otherwise, it's going to be probably a golden 7 that goes on the board, which I actually don't want because it would get in the way of ticket modifiers. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm a charm short still. I need one more charm. It can be anything, to be fair. We need to roll anyway because we need patterns. I've got sacred key. Okay. So we've got the sacred key now. That's a win. We can leave whenever we're ready. Now I can always put the Virago back on the board and then go through to the next deadline. And then put it back in the drawer until we find the charm that we want. That's a lot of money. I'm very grateful for this. And we're getting our tickets back, which is good. That's what we needed the most, really, because I just spent like 200 of them. Now, I will say there is one more thing I would use a Balatro for, and it's to reduce the charges of an active item. That's really nice. Because look at those. Yeah, if I see a Balatro before we finalize the build, I'll definitely use it, but I don't think we're going to find one now. I mean, we have found 2 this game somehow. Usually I Virago the Balatro. Do I get another one? Obviously, I want to save that for nuclear button. Okay. We've earned good money. Do I want to reroll now, or do we think it's going to be cheaper in the next thing? What do I want as like a permanent... Do you know what I mean? What do I want as like a permanent charm? I don't want any of these things. I actually don't know what I'd like. It's kind of a problem. When we see a 666 triple the value of diamonds, I mean, that could be fun. But I feel like something like Vine Soup would be a way better option over that. I don't want to add Golden 7 because it's just going to get in the way of my other modifiers, and I'm going to increase this using Very Big Mushroom and the phone. I don't want repetition because that's temporary. I think Vine Soup, whenever 5 patterns trigger during a spin, double the value of all symbols to the end of the round. I think I do that. Right, and then we put the megaphone on, so that's now a full build. And then when I get rid of Virago, it will spawn the nuclear button onto the table. Is there anything else I really want? We've got Eyeball, we've got Pareidolia and Eyejar. This is an interesting one, but I like that all patterns activate an additional time. All of the pattern reactivations I'm getting is just going towards activating Very Big Mushroom, which I can then use to double the value at the shop quite nicely. You've seen me do it before. If not, it's going to be super strong. The cell phone I didn't want to keep. And in fact, I don't need to keep the cell phone, do I? Because we're not going to want any more sacred options, really. Oh dear. So I've still got another charm slot, which I could add the Ankh, but that's a waste. Because if I do use it, then we've wasted the whole build kind of thing. Can you get 2 nuclear buttons? Is that a thing? Oh, wait, can you get multiple... Hold up, you surely... I don't think you can get multiple megaphones, because then you'd be able to get in like an infinite amount of charm slots. Unless I've just learned something new. I think we should try this. Cell phone in the drawer. Megaphone in the drawer. Let's then put what we want on there permanently, which is going to be... Oh, I can't because it's going to -1 to the slot, isn't it? Oh, I'd have to get rid of something else. I don't really want to get rid of anything else, especially Vine Soup, which is what I just added. But I would have to do that in order to get nuclear button. And a megaphone on there. This could be the first time. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I want to try it, but also I think it's a bit of a waste because I don't need 2 nuclear buttons. It would just be like a novelty for me, wouldn't it? It would. Let's not be stupid with it. Let's not be stupid. But I do still want to get rid of the cell phone, just to be clear. So I do think there's one more slot before I add the megaphone and everything. So I do think we should re-roll a little bit at least. Just try and find something, you know... Something somewhat handy. I don't really like any of these. Every time you restock the store charge, I mean, that's not bad, but I don't want this late game is the other thing. So we could get rid of that now, actually. As well, but I don't think that's necessarily wise. I really don't know what I want to add. None of these things are good. Cat food maybe for extra spins. I actually don't hate that. I have just gone past it though, so that's... I don't want anything that relies on 666s because I'm not going to be forcing them. Golden horseshoe really doesn't make any difference to anything we've got on the build, so that's kind of a no. I'm spending a lot of money here, and I'm just... I would take swole cat maybe over chunky cat at this point. I don't like any of these other things. That would ruin my eyeball build. That would increase the 7 mana. Ah, bro, I think... If I'm being honest, I think maybe we just add... Oh, I can't add... I don't want to keep the cell phone. I can't keep all these things in the drawer, so I think we put Virago on the table. We put Megaphone on the table. Now, the only problem here is if that gets destroyed... I lose the Virago. So I kind of have to add something now, but I don't have the money to restock again. Unless I play another round, which I can do. Do I play another round to get more money to then... No, it's 1.4 billion. I think we just take the risk. If this gets destroyed and it goes into the Virago, then I've failed. What is there to say? I don't think it got destroyed. It didn't. Okay, so that Virago still has nuclear button in there. Right. We have to choose a charm right now to add. I don't want golden pepper. I probably shouldn't really clear. Oh my god, I've just cleared it and that's put it into... Wait, it hasn't. If I clear it from the drawer, it doesn't go into Virago. That's really good news. I will just check again. Okay, cool. So I can actually fully get rid of this thing because I don't want it. I have to keep checking. Okay, nice. Now, all we want to do is just find a charm that we're going to be happy with adding. And I genuinely don't think there is any, but I need money to re-roll it. Okay, of course. I'm going to restock this. I'd love to be able to find some 7 manifestation for once. I'll add obsessive trait to a few things instead. Okay, cool. Let's... We've got a lot of money to earn here. This is kind of bad, isn't it? Well, I'm just going to keep everything on the... Oh, I really need nuclear button. I'm just going to keep everything on the table for now. I'm like, I don't know what charm to add. There's no good charms I want to add in the place of the evil phone, really. But I don't want the evil phone. So, there's got to be something that I want. Okay. I'm going to make like 17 billion. We'll make more once I can activate 7 picture, to be fair. That's an important part. Okay, we made 10 billion anyway, never mind. Okay, so that's not enough, but it's a decent amount. I don't think Scratch and Hope is worth adding, because that's another thing I'm just going to get rid of later on. Right, let's Oh, I took the option, didn't I? I took the obsessive option. Okay. Well, let's play again, because we still need money. All I need is just 1 charm, bro. I don't think I'm going to activate 7 picture either, if I'm being honest, because we earned enough without it then. So all we got to do is earn enough here. That doubles our money, but we've earned 0 money, so that's great. Really happy for that one. That would put me back in sacred mode. Oh my god. I need to earn some money, please. Maybe I should have pressed the 7 picture. Okay, that's better. That's more like it. But the value is a lot less because, of course, Vine Soup hasn't activated and neither has Very Big Mushroom. It will now after this one. Okay, well, there's 12 billion, so we don't need to activate the picture. I don't know what to do. I know it sounds stupid, but, like, I need a charm. I'm being so indecisive. I just need to pick a charm and add it, but I think they're all pretty bad. Whenever I see a 666 symbol multiplier times 2, I mean, that's just, I don't think that's useful to me. I could add the diary, which would give me an extra charm at the shop. And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be, like, properly honest. I honestly think that's my best thing that I can do right now. If I buy that, it's going to give me 5 billion. Okay. Do we just go for it? Do we just send it like that? I think we do, you know. I think everything else is just bad. I really do. Let's get the Virago off. Let's put the nuclear button... Sorry, the megaphone on. And then we Virago the nuclear button on. And then we're just going to have to... Let's just commit to this. So the build is now done. So we can add sacred charms. I've had enough of trying to find the perfect build. We are going to have a sacred phone right now, which it just is what it is. Obviously, we're not going to have a Barathrum ever again. If we choose that one, it's going to reduce the charge rate down to 2. So I think we just take that one. I'll be fine with that when it updates. That will go down to 2. Okay, we've got a few free restocks. All I can add at this point is just like the take no space charms. So that's fine with me. So we're not really going to be spending any money over there. And we've got a long way to go, which I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we're going to get here. Because we haven't increased this enough, and we haven't got the manifestation enough. Albeit we've got the nuclear button now, so this does activate twice, but I still don't think 49.6% is enough. Okay, didn't really want to score that at the start because it doubles our money and we've got no money. The tickets are going to be crucial to this build, so I do need to stop spending them, but there's going to be a lot of re-rolling at the phone going forward if we actually make it past this deadline. That's a very nice eyeball pattern. Love seeing those patterns double in value. Okay, I am stronger than I thought I was. We're not quite where we need to be, but obviously we've got 2 more rounds to get there. So this is quite nice. This is very nice, actually. How much is it to spin? 504 to spin. That's lovely. See, this is where I want to take that option from the phone to double the value. Which... Wait, what? No, triple the value of 7s is in the normal phone, isn't it? So we don't really want to go sacred phone that often if we can help it. Also, tickets are another way of earning a ton of money, right? They scale our multipliers, so we need to make sure that we earn a lot of tickets and I don't get too silly at the phones, but I do. From this point onwards, I'm only taking 7 manifestation, or probably I need to double the value of 7s, or triple it, sorry. That's going to be the better option. I can use the active item for the manifestation, albeit I want it to be higher still. Well, we've earned enough money, which is good. I feel like I should play all 3 rounds, so I get a lot more tickets. That doubles the money. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I should start playing all 3 rounds. I think we get more tickets from playing the rounds than we do from, you know, skipping the rounds with all these ticket modifiers. Okay, well, that's a lot of money. I'm going to play another round because it just makes sense to. I'm not going to deposit the final bit. Yeah, we keep playing. We keep getting the money up, you know. I'm not going to activate that this time because I'm going to want that at the start of the next deadline. So if I had the phone call option now to double the value of 7, or sorry, triple the value of 7, it would be a huge benefit to the run because look at its current value. But that's temporary. That goes away at the end of the deadline. Which is why if you triple it at the phone before the end of the deadline, it stays permanent. So we've got a lot of work to do. The Vine Soup one doesn't stay permanent, obviously, because that's only to the end of the round. But I like how we did this without losing... Yeah, I like how we did this without really losing any valuable charms in the draws. Usually trying to get like the maximum amount of charm slots like this is you have to like keep everything in the drawer and keep swapping things out every round. But we couldn't do that because things would get destroyed if we kept them in the drawers thanks to the memory card that we're on. So I'm really impressed that we managed to actually get to this point in the run. Without, yeah, like, it's hard to do without the draws, you know? We have been able to use them a little bit, obviously, in between rounds, but not between deadlines. Usually I hold the bathroom in the drawers for like 10 deadlines till I find a megaphone. We couldn't do that this time. We just had to use what we had. Right, that's a lot of money. Obviously, we can't use the phone. That's gonna go back down to its default value now. Okay, we got a lot of tickets out of it though. So the phone. Well, they're all bad, so they're getting re-rolled. They're all bad, so they're getting re-rolled. They're all bad. Why does the game not want to give me anything to do with sevens? What is going on? So I wanted the double the 7 value, to be honest, but I think for now I'm just going to take this. 7's manifest plus 2, just gets that base value up a little bit more. I really don't care what's in the drawers, so I don't know why I'm even looking. They can stay in there. We can already afford to pay this. I think I'm just going to pay this one. I thought about playing it to get some more tickets, but we've already used the phone, so there's no point. Okay, everything in the drawer got destroyed. That's fine. So now I would like to find triple the value of 7s. There it is. So, in order to really make the most out of the triple the value of 7s, we want to get the 7 value as high as possible. And we do that by just playing rounds, activating Mega Mushroom. Or, sorry, Very Big Mushroom. Okay, we activate 7 picture twice, 55.4%. We score an eyeball straight away. That's incredible. It doubles all pattern values. I wish we could turn the speed up. We are on max speed, believe it or not. I kind of just got used to it after this point. I should be able to skip entire spins at this point if I'm that confident that the build is going well. And let me just skip all of this, bro. I don't need to see every single one. I feel like that could be like a quality of life update that they add in the update, you know? Oh, it's so close to being a jackpot. Because every pattern repeats so many times now. It just takes forever! Our highest deadline is deadline 21, I think, on normal mode. We're currently on deadline 15. I think it was normal mode, right? Yeah, I think it was. So just to be clear, this right now, we're nowhere near what we need to deposit. I think we need to deposit, is it 19 or like 21 or something we got to deposit, and we're only up to 14. Which I think is just 100 trillion or 600 trillion, or is it a quadrillion? 12 is 12's a trillion, so it would have been, yeah, so this is a quadrillion now. We got to get to 22. Obviously the number is increasing every single time. Thanks to the Very Big Mushroom and everything like that, but we need to activate it more. Which will happen the more rounds we play. By the 3rd round we'll be in a killing, hopefully. We're up to 16. Should be up to 17 after this one, I imagine. Right? Please? $17. This should be 18. Clovers. It's not an eye pattern either. That kind of kills it. Lots of 7s. We're not going to get to 19, I don't think. We got another round, though. Right. So, here's the dilemma. We could go to the phone right now and triple the value of 7, right? Which, yes, is technically the same for this deadline. It wouldn't make a difference when we do it, but for future deadlines, it does make a difference because it doubles the temporary value. Sorry, it triples the temporary value. That's why this combo is so good. So this could get a lot higher in the next round, which is then ideally when you want to triple it after that. But we also, I want to triple it the highest possible value, but we also need to make 22. But we did just jump like 5 whole, like what would you call them? Millionths? No? What would you call them? Like, yeah, 5 whole of these numbers, right? So we've gone up from like trillion to quadrillion to quintillion. So we can definitely get up to 22. And I think I'm going to risk it. I think I take the risk. We can always... No, we can't. We got no money. Let's just go for it. We can activate 7 picture again. So we're up to a 63.7% chance, which is a lot better. So we'll see a lot more tickets. That's a really bad time to roll that. We want to roll that after we earn some money. That's really annoying. $18. We need more. We need more. Oh, I don't think this is going as well as I would have hoped. I should have tripled it. I should have tripled it at the phone. I should have tripled it at the phone. Also, like, I'd like to start adding sacred charms. That's what I would use the sacred phone calls for. That's an eyeball, which I don't really care for right now. I just care about making enough money. These are a lot of 19s. But is it a lot of 20s? That's the problem. Okay, hang on. What does that get us to? That gets us to 21. We need to get to 1.3 to 22. I think it's possible if you roll 2 really good spins. That's not... I was about to say that's not a good spin, but that eyeball change saved us. Yeah, we can do this. We can do this, I think. We've done it. 8.6. Right. Okay. So now we can triple that value, which is why it's so good. Triple the value of the 7. Now that is kind of permanent. It will go down a bit because obviously Vine Soup doesn't account into it. But yeah, that's so strong, people. So that's where we start at the next deadline, pretty much. But we'll see what we start at now. It's a little bit below it, like I just said. But here we go. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. The phone call. This is a sacred phone call because you rolled a 999. So on this one, what I want, I could double the patterns, but I want to spawn the sacred charms. I'm going to halve my coins first. Let's just do it. So we've spawned 4 sacred charms. No, 2. Every time we score a 999 plus 1 pattern repetition, I'm happy with that. And this one, which I'm not too happy about, to be honest. But I also don't care. So, happy days. It's 840 to spin. Let's start spinning. So because it's a sacred phone call, I can't triple the value of 7 permanently at the end. So that's why I've chosen the sacred things, you know. We score a 999 at the start. That's not great, but it does add 1 pattern repetition for the rest of the round, which I'm okay with. Okay, I think we'll be able to get 27 in 3 rounds. Well, at least I hope so. Hope so. That's nice. Oh, the cherry in the middle. I want an exact eyeball pattern. That's all I want. sound. Okay, that's not enough 7s for my liking. We are getting a humongous amount of tickets, which I'm obviously happy with. Right, we can deposit that. That increases our interest. Not that that really matters because we haven't got any token modifiers or anything. We can activate 7 picture now up to 55.4%. That would have been a problem, I suppose, because obviously we activated it twice in the last deadline. So that's going to make a big difference to our earnings. I don't mind that. It doubles and it adds 1 pattern repetition for the rest of the round, which is useful. Another 999, which just doubles it again. Adds another pattern repetition, but only for the last 2 spins. $25, $6.25. We're gonna get to 3.627. We've got 1 more round after this, which I think will be fine because we're gonna get to 26 now easily because there's so many 25s there. Ready? Okay, there you go. So we've got 5 to 26. We'll get to 27 easily. We just can't permanently triple this value, which would have been really nice to be able to do. Let's deposit everything. Okay, we can... I mean, interest is pretty good. Interest will get us to... No, interest won't get us anywhere near. Right. This is it. We got to do it now. I think we will do it. I've got no more activations to use. Almost an eyeball pattern. The cherry in the top right ruined it. Okay, that's sad. I'll never get old of that sound. I'll never get tired. It'll never get old. It's so good. Dung, 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 dung. Right, we've made enough, right? Yeah, easily. See, now we live on to the next deadline, but the problem is I can't pay. That's the next problem. I can't pay the amount because I can't triple the amount. I need to keep tripling that 7 number, otherwise we're going to fall behind, and that's the issue. Obviously, it temporarily triples a million times, right, like throughout the run. But now, at the start of the next deadline, instead of starting where we finished at this deadline, we start where we started this deadline, which is the whole deadline back, which is the problem. Luckily, we've earned over what we needed, obviously. Earned to 29, possibly 30 here if we score some good patterns. I say possibly, no. Yeah, there we go, 1 to 30. Okay, I was spot on. That's a really good place to start because the next one's going to be like to the power of 35 or something. Obviously, I just can't. Oh, I could triple that right now, but I can't because it was a sacred phone call. Did we score any 999s then? Because if we do, it's another sacred phone call. No. Okay, good. So on this one, we want to find triple the value of 7s. Somewhere would be nice. There, triple the value of 7. Okay, so we can do that at the end of the deadline. It is 39, but we already start on 30, which is a great starting point. I can re-roll this just to see if there's any nice charms that would give us an extra round or anything. There isn't. Okay, we're taking that in a minute. Let's play our rounds first. We've got 7 picture. We can activate it twice this deadline because of how it has failed. The charge has failed. So that's good. That's really good for us. So we should be able to get to 39 and then double is what I'm hoping. Oh, I got excited thinking it's going to be a good eyeball pattern. Because obviously the more we double those patterns over there as well, that's like a really good thing. Okay. That kind of got a little bit insane. For a second there. 25? I mean, we've got to get to 39. And if we're earning... This is what I meant about tripling the value. Like, we're starting back at where we started before. So we're earning 20s and not 30s. So if I would have tripled it at the phone, last deadline, we'd have been at 30s and beyond at this point. $26. It's not good enough though, is it? Obviously, our value of the 7 will increase throughout the duration of this deadline. I think 25 is low. It's kind of like a low starting point. See, that doesn't actually add anything into our bank luck because we're adding 2 to 29, which barely touches our total because we were already at 30. That's the issue here. So we need that to increase massively, but oh, I don't know. We're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to take the triple the 7 option before the last round to have a chance. Does kind of give me PTSD, to be fair. We're not even going to get to 30 again. We're cooked, I think, everybody. It was a good run. It was actually a really good run. Almost an eyeball. Almost an eyeball of 7s as well, which is the perfect thing, so then it would do it again. And that one in the corner ruined it. Nice patterns, though. So that gets us up to 30 again. But it's not really... I think it's too late to get to that point, isn't it? Like, we need to get to 39 in this one round now. That's a big thing to jump. I will triple it at the phone, I think, before. I don't think. I mean, that literally adds... Okay, so we're not even at 31. We're going to have to triple it now, which is a shame, but I don't really have much of a choice. Triple the value of the 7. That takes it to 20. Ah, it's not... I think we're too far gone. I think that last round, getting the sacred phone instead, was the problem, which I can't really help, because obviously we're going to roll 666s, aren't we? There's not really an awful lot I can do about it. That's got us, okay, that's got us 30. No, it needs to... that's not the right time to triple, if I'm being honest. Because that doesn't increase that value, does it? We need to score patterns to double that value. A 999 would have been good at the end, maybe, yeah, but not right now. $32. Well, we tried. That's all I can really say. It's so satisfying. We could have gone perfect today. We really could have. We did well with what we had. Let's just put it that way. 33. See, now is the time where you wish you had an ang. I didn't want to waste a spot on an ang. It's kind of like not a great thing. Well, it is good, obviously. If I was doing endless, I would have 100% because I could have gone. But like, I feel like you make this deadline with the ang, then you don't make the next deadline because you've used everything possible to make it through this one. I mean, it would be good on like if I'm trying to beat my record, wouldn't it? But we're nowhere near my record. We're still like 4 deadlines away. We're up to 34. I think we'll get 35, but I think that's going to be it. I honestly think just that one round of not tripling the 7 just killed us, which is a real shame. But it is what it is. Okay, well, we tried, everybody. We did well today, considering we couldn't use the drawers. There's nothing we can do. We've got the key. Let's just open the door and get out. Now, this is another good ending, right? The good ending. So we don't get thrown back in the cell. The more I think about it, the more I do think when we spawn back in, we're a new person in a different cell, not the same person in just like a cell higher up the tower. Because when we come out of here... So what should we be in now? Cell 43, I think? Let's have a look. We should be in cell 43. Yeah, cell 44 is actually not on this floor. Must be on the floor above. So we go up a floor to cell 44. And then why would they be numbered at number 1 down the bottom? Or do we go down every time? In which case, that just feels evil, doesn't it? What's down there, bro? That's terrifying. Anyway, let's get out the cell. We did well today, everybody. Considering we had no drawers, really. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back again tomorrow, most likely. Yeah, until then, goodbye.